camping trucks on the road because there's lots of pine plantation around here, and I thought I would film the track in, because from my research some people were a bit nervous about the road in because it is sandy. So here's the road, Holey track, Holey Hill track, and at the end, I say at the end, I'm going to stop at the campground, have a look around. I can imagine that in the rain this would be a bit slippy. You can't fall off the side. So far, no potholes. It's just a slightly sandy track. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I've done the border track. That's sand. This is just ever so slightly sandy, and it's in pretty good nick considering there's been a bushfire through here. Was it last year? A loose track with COVID. So far there's been no steep bits. Yeah, it's thin. I'd say there's room for things to get past though if you meet oncoming traffic. No real room to turn around if you had a big rig on. I'm not pulling anything, so I can't really talk about it, but judge for yourselves. What the go is, I've got the map on, I'm just not 100% sure where the campground is. So I'm actually on my way to Lake Tyers, but I've set off nice and early so that I could come and do some exploring. I thought I'd check this out. There is another campground called Harrier Swamp. That's a bit of a hill, but it looks like they've put gravel on that bit. It's peaceful. This one, I think, is on top of a hill. Pretty sure. This is intersection of pine track. Okay. Keep going. Probably get a bit more speed up. Just if I don't meet anything coming the other way, putting brakes on is going to be interesting on this sandy stuff. So this is not far outside of Rosedale, so we're not far from civilization. We're surrounded by pine plantation, so there's, you know, people around. All of this area. A bit more gravel. I wonder if there'll be anybody here, because it's the middle of winter. It's what is it outside? 12 degrees out, tropical. But at least the sun has come out. For those that don't know, just to give it some perspective, I'm driving a Toyota Prado with a lift. I've got all-terrain tyres on, which are coping just fine with this sandy road. going to get around there. Oh, you idiot. Picnic table. It's kind of nice. Let's have a look. Nice and flat. This is nicer than Harrier Swamp, I think. At least it's flat. And then there's a little, oh look at the little fire tower. Which you obviously cannot climb up to that one. Is that the end? It is, that's the trick point. Wonder if you can see over there. Alright. Nice! Not bad. Okay, you might think this is weird. I gotta show you this toilet. It's the newest toilet I've ever seen. And it's in beautiful condition. How beautiful is that toilet?